and our friends from the Holt Brothers Foundation, Terrence Holt and Torry Holt. Big game. How are you?
Joe, what's up, man? How are you, brother?
I'm doing great. Before we get
What's
to
up,
your,
Giglio?
where's Terrence? Where is he?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm on
There
hold.
he is. There he
There you
is.
go.
All right. All right. So
What up,
listen,
bro?
listen.
What's up? What's up, bro?
I now
Chilling.
listen. We're gonna get to the Holt Brothers Funk Razor. That's next Saturday at the Angus Barn. It's gonna be a great event for you guys. I know this. Okay, but
Hmm.
Torry, I'm watching the Heels Saturday night against Pitt, and I see Josh Downs, nephew of your good friend Dre Bly, and I'm going, they got him in the backfield, they got him in the slot, they got him in a bunch formation, they got him in motion. I go, I've seen this before. I've seen this before, and it was with Torry Holt in his outstanding career at NC State. Tell me you recognize some of this stuff, and you better not be helping Dre, by the way.
No, look, I do recognize it, man, and it's he's a phenomenal talent, and you got to find different ways to get him the football. And when you do, it's like when you get it in his hands, you know something good is going to happen. He's shown the ability to have speed, breakaway speed. He has good routes. Shown to have good hands. He attacks the football, though he's not the biggest of guys. But he
Right.
goes up and gets it, attacks the football. Good run after the catch, strong run after the catch. Remind me a lot of when I watch him. I was just thinking about this when I was over in London prior to me getting back last night. He reminds me, and I don't do a lot of comparisons, but when I look at guys right now, I look at Steph Diggs and the way that he plays and the energy in which he plays that. Josh Downs uh, shows that kind of capability and that type of energy when he plays. So if I'm Carolina, I feel Coach Longo find ways to get him the football. And when you have players like that, it's the coach's responsibility to find ways to get him the ball.
Yeah, they keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. The Holt
And he's
Brothers.
got a guy that, and he's got a guy that can get it to him on any
Yeah.
level of the football field too, which is underneath, middle part of the football field, deep, the out breaking routes by the sideline, throws guys open. So he can. I could. I will continue watching Carolina explode offensively as the season goes.
The Holt Brothers Foundation, they have their fundraiser. It's called the Funk Razor. It's Sunday, November 13th. It's at the Pavilion at the Angus Barn. They'll have music, a DJ. There's a silent auction in there, too. I know you guys always have great items in that silent auction. To get more information about that, go to giveclassy.org /Holt. That's giveclassy.org /Holt. And I understand Terrence gave away a little bit of a secret to me earlier today, Torry. One of the items in the silent auction is an X-ray of your left hand.
It is. It is. We've created art out of that thing, and people have asked us about the painting or about the X-ray and shown interest in having it. So we said, you know what? Let's get creative with some of the items that we have, and we're going to have this as one of our silent auction items. So excited to see how people respond to it. But it's a collective item. Not a lot of folks have this type of hand that will be displayed on their wall. I don't know if people want this
Yeah.
on their wall, but obviously there are some folks that do. But this is look, the work that I put into the game is now also I'm also being able to profit from it to help families with a parent or guardian that's battling cancer. Terrence and I have been service in the community for 22 years now, man, with our foundation. There's over 3 million children in the U.S. that have a parent or guardian with cancer. So Terrence can elaborate more on this. We're excited about being able to have the opportunity to continue to serve, and we need your help. So if you can show up and have a good time with us, bring your dope sneakers out on Sunday, or if you feel generous, and I know it's a tough time with our economy and everything that's going on. If you feel generous to give to a foundation, our foundation is the one of choice. We've been honest with our funds. We've been honest with our kids, and we've been able to create great memories and opportunities for these families, and we want to continue doing that. So we need your help.
I was going to say, Terrence, I like to say that you were the best defensive player on the best team in NC State history. I like to say that Torry is the best player in NC State history. But you guys have done even better work with your Holt Brothers Foundation, not only in the cancer community, but in the Raleigh community. And Terrence, this is another chance for you guys, to really get involved. And I know that's near and dear to your heart.
Sure. I mean, we've been very, very fortunate to have the community support for 22 years. Like Torry said, this is work that is our life's mission. There's not a day goes by that I don't think about my mom. I don't miss my mom. and I don't think about cancer, in some form or fashion, because that's what took my mom's life and took a lot of joy from my brother and my sister and my dad and all of our family. And so we are very, very fortunate to be able to continue to have what we think to be a positive impact on kids and families that have been affected by cancer. We're very fortunate to have partners like UNC Rex Healthcare, to have partners like Duke Cancer Institute, and to have partners like Cone Health here locally in the state of North Carolina that we're able to host our Kids Can programs at and partner with to have Kids Can programs, which is a peer empathy and support group for kids ages 6 through 16, as well as the parents and guardians of those kids and kids that are going through this tough time. So that's what this fundraiser is all about. Yes, you're going to have fun. You're going to be able to drink some great beverages and hear a local group and band by the name of, local a band of brothers called Nito. And then you're going to hear DJ Big Fella. It's going to spin on the ones and twos, and we're going to have a good time, but it's to raise funds for what we know to be a much needed cause to support kids and families affected by cancer.
Yeah, again, that's giveclassy.org/Holt, as in their last name, the Holt Brothers, joining us here on the Heister Automotive Group Hotline, Torry and Terrence. All right, I want to get your thoughts, Terrence, first, because it's been 20 years since your team won 11 games.
Anniversary.
I thought maybe they would have been knocked off the mantle as the team with the most wins in school history. But what is your take on what you've seen out of the Wolfpack so far this year at 6-2?
Sure. I think at 6-2, we got to be happy. I think to have Devin Leary go down and to be able to come back with not only your backup quarterback, but your backup to your backup quarterback in MJ Morris come and lead this team to a 22-21 nail biter versus Virginia Tech. I think everybody knew going up to Clemson was going to be tough. I think, again, it was a top 10 matchup, and we didn't fare well. We didn't play as good as we could play there, but I think we got to be, everybody had that game as a game as we could potentially lose and not play, especially if we don't play our best. And then Syracuse got hot. They've been hot. They didn't play their best ball last week, but they played well against us, and we didn't execute like we needed to execute. But 6-2, again, it may be an outside, very, very outside chance at an ACC championship or playing in the ACC championship game. But yet and still, I think we still have some things out ahead of us. We got to be happy at 6-2 and try to build upon it. We're facing a very tough team in Wake Forest. We're top 22, I think, in the college playoff. They're 21. Carolina's sitting at 17. They're on our schedule to be played here in the coming weeks. So I think we got to be happy with where we are and try to build upon it.
All right, guys. Torry, I'll let you have the last word because your former player, Thayer Thomas, 10 catches, a very Torry Holt-like effort. 10 catches, 118 games against Virginia Tech, 2 scores. Did you text him and tell him just keep it up, man? You got 4 more to go?
Yeah, man. I just told him, I think I said, good game, keep going, Thayer, I think is what I said. Very simple. Thayer's been around me enough. He knows exactly what the expectations are to play the position. I don't have to keep banging it in his head. They just got to continue giving him the football. 10 catches,
Say it
12
louder,
catches,
please.
13 catches, 15 catches, 20 catches. I mean, just feed him. And he's proven to have the endurance. I watched him in high school, man, all the way up to now. He's just gotten better and stronger. He's proven to have the endurance to carry the load. So feed him the rock. He is from good pedigree, trust.
The Holt Brothers Foundation. Check out get some information, help them out for their fundraiser. It's Sunday, November 13th. It's over at the Pavilion at the Angus Barn. Again, that's giveclassy.org/Holt. Torry and Terrence, always great to talk to you guys. Best of luck with your fundraiser. I know it will go well.
Thank you very much.